Greetings everyone, Anthony Ostano here, internet's busiest music... Wait.
My baby don't cry. All she do is laugh when she gets home.
Hey everyone, Austin here, and welcome to the review of the Calpurina of the Calpurina EP Scout. Now, two things before we start. Now, one, there's a classroom like right next to me, and the teacher is teaching, and he's quite loud. So, if you guys are able to hear that in the mic, I'm sorry. This is just the time I chose to record, and this is the time that he chose to teach, I guess. That's the best I can explain. Yeah. And if you can tell by the intro of this video, this is kind of my take on the YouTuber, the Needle Drop, or Anthony Fantano. I watch his videos, and they're a lot of fun. And I thought to myself, hey, it would be fun if I make a video kind of like his, you know. But hey, me and him, we got differences, But I got differences like, I'm not wearing the freaking cool flannels or the glasses or have the album right next to me, in a PNG or whatever. Dang it. Hopefully that gag was funny. If it's not, then it's probably just me. But welcome to the review of Calpurina, the Calpurina EP Scout. Calpurina, for the few of you that might not know, is a Canadian indie rock group featuring child superstar Finn Wolfhard on lead vocals, and also featuring Elisa Tesler-Mabe on guitar, Jack Anderson on bass, and Malcolm Craig on drums. They formed their band in 2017 and have released 7 singles and 1 EP, and currently you can tell that I'm reviewing this, if not by the title, wherever YouTube decides to put it, or the EP right here, or the 90 times I've mentioned I'm reviewing this EP, Calpurina, the Scout, whatever. You get what I mean. So the Scout EP was released on June 15th of 2018, and it received pretty good reviews, from 8 out of 10 to 7.5, stuff like that. It's about 6 tracks long and rounded in about 23 minutes. Let's see how they open up, I guess. So the EP opens up with the song Louie, and before I get any farther into it, I would like to say I like what the band tried to do on this EP, is that they wanted to try storytelling a little bit, and the story itself is it's not really that much to go like, whoa, what do these lyrics mean? It's nothing on the level of like Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid, Mad City or anything like that. It's a simple relationship kind of thing. We broke up. This is the EP is the story of the feelings this character is having and whatnot. But I like the attempt, and hopefully that they try to do something like this again later on in their future. Maybe, yeah, actually, no, just try it again. Or not saying that they did a bad job this time. It's a good first attempt, and good for playing it safe for the first time. But yet again, if you really want to stick out, you want to try something experimental. This they are really loud over there. But yeah, just you want to try something experimental. And again, I'm gonna apologize for the sound next door. I'm sorry. But I do like the and there's nothing wrong with the relationship, story, or that's at least what I'm getting from, these broken genius annotations and what I can gather from the lyrics. Here, let me read you one now. The girl holds the grudge the boy is supposed to hold while driving around town. If the guy calls her, she won't be able to continue holding her grudge and give in. Every time I read this, I feel like it was like written by Tommy Wiseau or something, you know?
I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
But moving past that, these instrumentals, like, wow, there are so many good ones. Like, I love about almost all of them on this EP. You know, they're so great. I mean, these are some pretty freaking talented kids, and that's just what I am guessing. I'm thinking like what's the word? I can't think of it. Oh no, I'm gonna go with this take though. No, I'm not. And I'm guessing that they are the ones playing, from what I've seen on Finn Wolfhard's social media and whatnot, is that this is them, you know, and not, you know, just someone and then they're singing over it or whatever, but this is them, and they do a really good job. Like, they know how to play. Like the first track, Louie, it sounds very Hawaiian-like. Something you probably play like while on a vacation down south or in Hawaii. And it also sends me like this very late, maybe mid-60s chill rock vibe, something akin to the Beatles, you know. Here Comes the Sun, maybe that might just be me. I don't know. On the song Blame, though, they get very experimental, I guess, with the instrumental change-up. They do this about 2 or 3 times. I'm pretty sure it was 3, but the first instrumental that they start off with is a very mellow and vibey kind of instrumental, and with some trumpets, I'm pretty sure, in the background. And I really like this. It's very nice, and you're gonna hear me say chill and maybe mellow quite a bit throughout this review. But yeah, and then here comes, and then the switch up happens. It changes into a very upbeat and like super ear catching, earwormy kind of catchiness, you know, to it. Like, I find myself just humming it and just thinking about it in my own spare time, you know, and just be like, wow, this is what happens when I go off script. And then at the 2 minutes and 30-second mark, they change it once again into another mellow kind of vibe. And I really feel like this would be a really good slow dance song. That is, if your slow dance was only 18 seconds long, because then they switch it into another upbeat. So I lied. They actually did it. They changed the instrumental 4 times, you know. And this is like the only time that they really do something experimental on the EP, is on this track, and it goes like, vroom, 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 you know, like the energy levels, like they kind of just change it out of nowhere, really. That's what I found, at least, and that's what I kind of got from it. And just even thinking about it now, it's like, yeah, they were kind of like the first one was like, okay, you know, like that, you know, you give it a slow start. Many songs do that, and then it goes back to slow. It's like, okay, but then, you know, it's like they don't, like, it's like this person that they're trying to convey, like, tell the story about through their music is like, he's having like adrenaline rushes at like random times, and so they're like, do do do, boom 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 boom, and it's like, dun, dun, dun. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands, but this is just how I do things. And I looked at my phone, but I'm gonna use this take. So yeah, it's a very safe EP, and of course there's nothing wrong with being safe on your first EP or, you know, commercial album or whatever, like anything like that, because you want someone, you know, you want to get a fan base first, but sometimes being experimental does help, and they did try being experimental, but it kind of like, it didn't. I don't want to say flopped, but they need more work on it. They need more practice with stuff like an instrumental change up, you know, and just the mood of the song changing up, and yeah. Though I'll move on from that, and we can talk about, or I can talk about, the vocals. Finn Wolfhard on lead vocals, and he does a good job. He is my age, around my age, and I'm currently 16, and and this album or this EP came out in 2017. So you know your voice in this time period, it's very much you know. So I can hear him at times trying to desperately kind of like please don't, like I'm trying to send like a certain signal or a certain mood, and I don't want the voice, you know. So he's trying to push it down, but for the most part, I think he does a good job with the vocals, even though his voice really just wants to go, you know, and I understand that myself, you know, and I'm sure anyone else does too. If they're able to hear it, it'd be like, oh yeah, we can, yeah, you know, yeah. But yeah, like I'll say it again, for a majority of the time, I think it does, you know, a really good job. And then there's the last track on the EP, Waves, in which Finn is not the lead vocalist. It is the guitarist, Alila. Yep, Alila. Yes, that is how I think you say it. And if it's not, then I'm sorry. At least I'm pretty sure it's her. I tried checking. I couldn't find much on it, but I'm pretty sure. And from seeing live shows, it is her. So. She does actually a really good job on this, and this is on this EP, and this is actually probably my favorite and the best song on the EP. Like, it's number one. It's also the longest track on the EP, and I also think it's the best. Like everything about it, it's really good. It has a lot to just, you know, impact. And I think if their album was kind of, or their EP, and I guess like more of their future music was kind of like this. Not saying that Finn shouldn't be the lead vocals, no, but I'm saying like if their band were to match something like this. I know that they released a new single a couple days ago at the time of this recording. I have not yet to listen to it at this time of the recording. But I really hope that something kind of like this track transforms into the way they sound later on. But yeah. Even though I just did say that Waves was my favorite, it'd probably be my second favorite. My first personal favorite would have to be Wasting Time. I just something about that track I just like a bit more than Waves. I can't really pinpoint it myself. It's funny too because it's the one I like the most off this EP. But you know, I just can't pinpoint it. I like it. That's all I can say. Yeah, most of this has just been me rambling. I have a script and I've been going off it, but I just like going off script. But to wrap it up, I think this was a really good EP. Certainly really good. One of the best rock songs I've heard from our generation, really. Indie rock too, in which I don't listen to a lot of indie rock. This is my first voyeur. Is that the word? Voyeur into it? It's not voyeur. It's certainly not. But it's my first going into indie rock and listening to it, and I really liked it. And I feel that that band has a really good potential. Some good, and they showed a lot of the potential on this EP. Some rough, which need to get the kinks worked out of, and some good, some really good stuff. And you know, I just can't wait to see what they have some more in stock. And now I rate out of 5, and if my rating is a little off, this is my first time like reviewing music albums and EPs and stuff like this. So yeah, if I'm a little like, well, he totally criticized this, but he gave it this score, I'm not perfect with it. I don't really do scores. When I like rate things, I'm just like, yeah, I liked it, or and then no. But I felt like I would rate it out of 5. So I would give this EP a 3.5 out of 5. Really good. Give it a listen. Like I said, I am a little new to the rating system, and you know, but yeah. Hope you all enjoyed. I definitely was rambling. Some parts will probably be chopped up weird, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.